Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon, welcome to the CNN. My name is Alejandro Diaz. Today we'll be speaking under the social dialectology. Social dialectology taking a very important role in studying a new language. Today we'll be approach history and himself how can we understand this terminology in a clear and a precise terms and applicable in our daily life. Researchers have certainly been aware of the linguistic distinctions of the social nature within a region, but have no developed systematic way of describing them. Speech can be said to mark the distinction of people not just in terms of their region, but also in terms of their sex and the social standing. Classing divisions are over-accent and a prominent regional figure of many British varieties of English is the glottal stop, when certain sounds, notably T, are pronounced with a momentary closure of the glottis, producing words like football. Free variations refers to the random use of the alternate form within a particular dialect. The proponent of these views assume the language is a abstract structure, and further down the study of the language excludes the choices that speakers made. According Labov argued instead the language involved structure. Labov was not the first point to the interplay between social and linguistic determinants of 13 linguistic alternations. John Fisher has discussed the social implication of the use is versus ing. Well, we will do our first commercial break, then we will talk about the basic method of the variationist studies. Thank you for being tuned in today. And remember that we are seeing social dialectology now as the next point basic method in the variational studies. Number one, identify linguistic figures that vary in a community. For example, E and ing. Number two, gather data from the community by selecting a suitable sample of people. Number three, conduct an interview involving informal continuous speech as a more dimension of the language used, like reading in a passage loud. Number four, analyze the data, noting the frequency of each relevant linguistic figure. Number five, select relevant social units like age, groups, sex, and social class. Number six, ascertain significant correlations between the social groups and particular speech. In other words, each speaker has a vernacular style. In list of the language, this may be a prestige dialect on the close version of the relatively few speakers who vernacular standard English. We have our second commercial break, and when we return, we'll be talking about a very important topic, that is hypercorrection and how it's involved in a social dialectology. Welcome back. Hypercorrection reveals a degree of linguistic insecurity. People who don't usually form their casual speech and improve or correct their speech when it's being observed or evaluated. In conclusion, ethnic and gender distinctions sometimes cut across divisions, so the primary division for variables for a long lines of ethnicity or gender. The prevailing model of class is variation theory. It is that a functionalist, involving shared norms, attitudes to, and evaluation of language used by all the classes. Thank you for very much for tuning in today. You can follow on our social networks for more information about this interesting topic. Thank you, Manuel Alejandro Diaz, CNN.